Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to start off by apologizing again for the abrupt ending of episode 1, and I lost about 20 minutes of footage. Got these things all welded up. I put a clock here just so I can kind of keep track of actual time that passes, because there's no clock visible in the game. Found some more mineral nodes. We got copper and iron last time, nickel and mag, but I found ice and silicon in the lost footage. I'm probably going to go on a few good mining trips and hopefully throw together a little mining ship. Alright, I will make my way over to the iron. Alright, inventory almost full of iron. Gonna go ahead and dump out whatever stone I got and fill up whatever space is left with some cobalt. Let's drop that. Bye bye boulder. See you never. Alright. Alright, back down the hole we go. I feel like a dwarf, always working underground. It's the same way for Minecraft. I tend to build underground, and medieval engineers, if I can build on a mountain, that's my preferred thing. Always underground or on a mountain. Let's pick up some of this wonderful cobalt. Probably help if I crouched. That'll do it. Oh, there's nickel here too. Did I see that? Nickel! Alright, let's edit this GPS point. Actually, make sure I turn my jetpack off, because I only got that much hydrogen left. You will get some nickel. Capitalize it, because that's how it is on the periodic table, I guess. Alright. Since I got so little hydrogen, I'm just going to walk as far as I can, which is that far. Not far at all. Alright. And where the heck is the respawn pod? Oh yeah, it's gone. Forgot I ground it up. That's another thing that was lost. Which means I should probably GPS my base. That would be smart. Alrighty, let's go ahead and not hit escape. Derp. Let's go ahead and throw in my bottle. Get that filled up. Don't need to carry the oxygen. Alt is to deposit everything you can. Might as well top the hydrogen off again, since I just consumed 10% of it. I don't need to carry the gun or the ammo. And I wonder if I can make any better tools. Better tools are always good. Yes, I can. Alright, awesome. Let's make another one of these. Oh, you need silver. Actually, no, you don't. What do I need? Why is it red? I don't appear to have enough silicon. Yeah, that's not very much. Alright, back off I go. Gonna go ahead and start a new mine on the silicon, and that's the nickel that I'm going towards. Derp. Alright. Alright, what's a good spot to drill into? Let's go in through the to drill in too far, which was kind of lucky. Silicon. Alright, so it's not going to roll out of the hole. Probably help if I duck again. That's the wrong button. Alright, back with some silicon, and of course I forgot to GPS the base, so let's go ahead and do that now. GPS, what do we want to call this? Let's go with new Terra starter base. Alright, that'll do. Gonna do this like Earth was destroyed or something, and I'm colonizing this distant solar system. Kind of give like a little headcanon storyline. Having a story is a little more fun than just doing it for the sake of doing it, I guess. Alright, how much stuff do I got? Oh, I need some energy. We require more energy. It is not pod. Alright, went ahead and drilled myself a tunnel to the magnesium. Figured why not grab a little bit of that, even though, like I said, I don't really need it so much right now. It's just, I like to have a bit of everything, you know? Alright, let's scoop all this up. And that'll do it. I'll see you guys back at the base. Alright, I'm back. Went on an iron run as well. Let's go ahead and put the stone and put the nickel in here. Doesn't seem to be splitting up the ores for some reason, but that's alright. We can do it manually for now. I don't think that's going to be enough iron, but we'll make do for now. Alright. Yeah, now I got 2 of those. Where's my assembler? This game allows you to type profanity to search for your production blocks. There you go. Alright, let's put those back. Very OCD. I like to have it welder, grinder, drill, and then it'd be rifle, ammo, and then bottles. I don't know why it like bothers me if they're not in that order. It seems kind of silly now that I'm saying it out loud. Like, what the heck? It doesn't matter. Let's set up our action bars. Alright, where are you? Tools. Let's go with our new stuff. I've never actually understood the difference between the different tiers of drills. Like, do they drill out a bigger area? Do they drill faster, make bigger clumps? I can never figure that out, but if I'm gonna have upgraded welder and grinder, I might as well have an upgraded drill. Alright, let's start building a miner. I know most people do it with the put down a landing gear and then build like a stick of blocks going up from it. I personally like to go with the rotor method, because then the batteries that you place down, they could charge while you're going. Let's actually start on a new thing. So we got the cockpit already. Let's actually throw the rotor on that one. Alright, so we need conveyor tubes, we need O2 generator. Let's see, we're gonna need cargo, of course. Do we have thrusters unlocked? Yes, we do. We're gonna need a battery, and of course we're gonna need a connector. And what's the last thing we need? Probably need a drill. Drill would be good on a mining ship. Yeah, that makes sense. Or a detector. And just for good measure, we'll put this on the next bar because I'd like to have cameras for docking and stuff. Oh, while we're here, let's go and add a large grid of those to build planner and set that to produce, because I'm gonna put a little docking spot probably right here. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Or nicely enough. Alright, excuse me. Alright, so we actually, I didn't know if I had this unlocked or not. It would probably help if I grab the materials. I'm gonna build it off the side. I didn't put on build vision. That's kind of surprising. I almost never run without that thing since I found it. Or was shown it, I guess. Grind off the part. Let's go into the terminal. Find our rotor. Don't have to look very hard because there's only this many blocks. It's a small base. You know, we can hide these also. Don't need to see that those are even there. Everything else is good. Let's go ahead and hit add small head. And let's actually lock that too, just so it doesn't wiggle. Alright, let's weld her up. Oh, you've grabbed all materials, but there's no large tubes. Let's go ahead and produce some. Yeah. 20s. Way more than I need, but Jesus. There you go. Just need 4 of those. Alrighty. Let's go in inventory. Where's the assembly bit? Where are you? That's not a tube. Oh god, stop adjusting. Alright. So now we got that. Let's go with this thing here. Alright, let's grab some steel plates just to get us started. You know, I'm probably gonna bring this up a little bit. Alright, so make a little line going out. Regular or industrial? I really love this one. Most of my ships for a small grid use this one. Unless it's like a fighter or something, but then obviously you use the fighter cockpit, but I think I'm gonna be cheap right now and use the smallest one. And of course you can't do that. How do we do this? Alright. Let's do it sideways so we can put the drill on right away. Alright, let's go ahead and throw one of these on here. Nope, on there. Oh, I'm almost out of power. And the base is almost out of power as well. You know what that means it's time to do? It's time to build a battery. Let's put it back on that and add one of those. Yeah, batteries will allow us to store some of the power. Where am I gonna put it though? I'll just put it here for now, that's fine. 6. Alrighty. Let's throw our connector. Of course that didn't work because I took this out of my thingamajig. And 4 motors and 6 small tubes. Alright, so once this is welded up, we'll have a spot to dock up, and that needs to get made ever so slowly. How's this going along? Very slowly. Do I have enough silicon and nickel refined yet? I should. Oh yeah, we got loads of it. Well, nickel's in this one, but yeah, it's just being slow drawing it in. Alright. So, I know in an Earth atmosphere, or Earth-like atmosphere, you totally don't need an O2 generator, but just so I can refill bottles and stuff from the miner, I tend to put one anyways. Let's go ahead and... how do we want to do this now? Let's go ahead and put the connector down on the front. 7. Put that there. We will put... where's the cargo for? Oh. Might help if I had some of these, just so I can get it all laid out. Let's do 1 for now. It's just gonna be a little mini miner. I'll build something larger later. Alright. Thrusters. Definitely don't need that. Actually, let's put batteries. That's a little bit large. We'll make it work. Got them lined up. Excuse me. I'll try not to clear my throat in you guys' ears constantly. Alright, got these little tubey things showing on the sides. We'll put 6 lifting thrusters. That should be more than enough. Alright. Gonna grab those. Grab what I need. Still need... hey, got enough for that now. Alright, so that's all welded up now. That means that those will start charging the base power when these aren't doing anything, and it'll just store power and it won't flicker the lights when I'm recharging my battery in the suit. So we got our lifting thrusters, we need side thrusters, which will be, I'll just throw those on top. Alright, so do 3 in each direction. So we got 3 on both sides. Let's go ahead and... how do I want to do that? This'll do, I guess. No. Blarg. I might do 3 drills because I'll probably just alright, you know what? No, I'm going to throw them on the bottom. That'll do it. Three for forward. And it would appear... oh, no, I've got some steel plates left. Let's just do 2 for braking thrust. Alright, so that's that should be good for now. So we got 6 for lift, 3 for both sides, 3 for forward, and 2 for braking. It's going to be a little bit janky, but I think it'll do the job. Alright, I'm going to put all that into production and get her welded up, and we'll be back when it's done. Alright, so I got most of it welded back, or welded up, but I forgot to add 2 very critical things, and that would be, oh, that doesn't need to be on there, I need stuff here. Oh, and of course I already have the ore detector there. That's going to bother me. There we go. Alright. Throw ourselves an antenna and an ore detector. And you know what I also forgot? I need a gyroscope, which is right here. Those are lifting. Let's go with, we'll put one on both sides, and that should be more than enough. Alright, I shall return when the rest of this is welded up. Alright, we are back, and we are all welded up. Let's cut her loose, and name, oh, that was dumb. Probably would have been good to take the batteries off recharge. Let's go ahead and do that. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, watch me forget to do that as I'm getting ready to finish, and of course I go ahead and do that. Alright, so just gonna put her down gently right here for now. Let's go ahead and name some groups. We want our batteries. You know what, let's name the grid. I'm gonna call this the Sky Mole, or the Mini Sky Mole. Alright, Mini Sky Mole it is, and the reason being, it only has one drill on the front, and these little bristly bits of the drills kind of remind me of the nose of a mole. If you look up a picture, they have these like feeler things, so they can feel through the ground vibrations from like bugs, I think. But yeah, I'm probably burning up these steel plates. Alright, so let's get our batteries saved up. Mini Sky Mole, MSM. Mini Sky Mole batteries. I like to do abbreviations for the groups because that helps you kind of keep everything lined up. Let's go ahead and hit save. Alright, I'm going to go through and name things real quick. Although it won't be too terribly quick, I guess. But I'm not going to have you sit and watch me copy paste MSM to the start of everything and save up the groups, because that's a little bit ridiculous. Alright. Alright, so we got everything named up. Got it with the acronym and all that good stuff. I got my main thruster group, my backward thruster group. I like to have that so you can kind of, if you turn off the forward facing thrusters, they won't auto dampen you and slow you down, so you can kind of coast and save power, because you don't have to be thrusting forward, and all the power you'll be using once you get up to speed is to hold yourself up. So that's a nifty thing to have. And of course the batteries. Alright, let's set up an action bar. I will put the block tools on one. Block, and have this on off in case I feel like being lazy, which is more often than it should be. Let's go ahead and put that as switch lock. I generally set up my utility ships all the same way. It's just so I don't have to really think about it so much. Groups. Let's have batteries on 6. Set that recharge on off. Our main thrusters on off. Backwards. On off. Camera for docking. Right there. I'll usually put a landing gear here, but I don't have one. And 3, that'll be different things for like lights or something. Speaking of lights, I didn't even put any on this thing. And I don't have them on the thing. Did I have to have unlocked lights? Where are they? Where are the lights? I guess I could type in lights. There you go. Alright. Spotlights are probably going to be a little bit overpowered for this little tiny miner, but that's alright. We'll make do with it. And let's go ahead and put ourselves an interior light here. No, I kind of like it better like that. Of course, let's actually... I wonder if I turn off my thrusters while I stay put. Yep. Awesome. Alright. Let's get our other light there. And we'll put some on the back as well. Just so you have more situational awareness. Throw one on the top because, you know, light up the roof of the cave and all that good stuff. And I'll do the bottom later. Although, I won't bother with the bottom. It should be alright. Let's get that all welded. We got 2 spotlights. Did that actually add it correctly? Yes, and I don't need that on there. Jetpack fuel low. Oh no. Alright, get those filled back up. Let's deposit everything because we don't need it. We got 2 on opposite sides. We got 2 back ones, and we got 1 on the top. Let's go ahead and get our components. Everything withdrawn automatically. That's done with the middle mouse button. Alright. 2 there. 1 on the top. Spotlight. Spotlight. And left side light. Oh, didn't work out. Oops. Let's go ahead and finish naming up that, I guess. Let's grab our acronym. Go into lights. I know I technically really don't need to name these, but I'll end up putting lights on the base and all that, and it'll just make naming and programming light blinking and all sorts of fancy stuff easier later on. I don't tend to put an acronym for bases, just for the ships. It'll have the name of the ship in the thing. In the thing. Yes, very descriptive. almost got this done. Alright. Control C. Let's put main. Like, these are the main lights, I guess, because that makes sense. Oh, I didn't even. Come on, Jesus. Let us go into this. Let's go ahead and turn the radius up all the way. We'll turn the intensity down, kind of, so it's more of a glow. I don't really know what oh yeah, that makes it kind of like the light source isn't actually from the light. It's kind of like a projected ball of light. So if you set offset, it'll push that ball farther away. So you could artificially increase your range with offset, from my understanding, but there'll be a gap of darkness behind the ball of light and the actual ball of light and the radius extending from it. Bunch of techno babble. Alright, I think that should be everything. Let's turn these off in the terminal and the toolbar. Don't need those. Go into here. Put our lights group on 3. On off. So we could turn them on and off. Alright. Yeah. Like a little mini disco party. Alright, holy gyros, Batman. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and set up action bar 2, and we will throw our... I didn't make a gyro group. Gyros. MSM. Gyros. Alright. Save. Alright, and we go to groups. We're gonna go ahead and throw decrease power, wrong thing, and increase power. Let's go ahead and, that is so overpowered. 40 seems to be more than enough. Alright, let's go on a little mining run in our new ship. So our forward thrusters are off, and we are now flying in kind of like a coasting mode, making our way to the iron. I'm gonna have to make a new hole in the ground because this doesn't have enough forward thrust to go nose down straight, but I will figure something out. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's turn on those, go into our ore detector, because that's a good thing to have. Alright. So, just like your hand drill, okay, flare up. I don't have enough forward thrust to slow down really quick, so if you flare up like that, all your bottom thrusters are becoming your braking thrusters, because they become the forward facing ones. So it's a good little trick to know. So as I was saying, just like your hand drill, your tools on ships, like the drill for instance, have a left and right click mode, and the right click just clears out a giant space, but the left click clears out a tiny space and mines it. Right click just destroys it. Alright, let's go into first person. You gotta be careful not to tip over. Hey, found the iron. Let's clear that out as well. Holy Jesus. A lot more forward thrust than I thought it was. Especially since I'm pointing down. Let's clear out the roof a little bit. Probably grabbing mostly stone, which I don't want. And I can see the nickel from in here because the ore detector on the ship has a longer range than the one in your hand drill. Let's check our inventory. Oh wow, that filled up quick. I'm so used to playing on Andrew's server that I totally underestimated how much space this thing has. So I'm gonna want to upgrade that real quick. Although it did grab us quite a bit of iron. That alone, just like one cargo box, is like 3 trips, I think, if you add that all together. So that's kind of nuts. That's a trip on its own. That is almost a trip, and that's like almost a trip as well. So we spent a little bit of time getting down here. And in about 10-15 seconds probably. Oh, let's go into third person because I think I'm stuck a little bit. If I, oh, there we go. Alright, let's stop talking. Oh Jesus. Nope, it's backwards, Michael. Orvie, whatever. This guy. Alright. So now that I'm out of danger, somewhat, what was I saying? I don't have any idea what I was saying. Oh yeah, in like 10-15 seconds that we spent mining, we did like 6 trips that we would have done if we went by hand. So it's much more efficient. I need to do some form of ejector system as well, which I could probably hook that up right off the side, maybe off the drills. Use our coasting mode. Not a bad little ship. Pretty happy with it. Probably needs more forward thrust would be good, but not really necessary given how much it can carry. Let's turn. Yeah, definitely needs more forward thrust. Shouldn't have to flare up all the time. I'm probably going to crash. Oh yeah, gonna crash. Yep, I crashed. Awesome. Alright, blarg. Let's throw a connector on there. Alright, so note to self, more forward thrust. I swear there were 2 rocks. Alright, let's get that in there. Let's see if we can spot that other rock. Although that was just stone, because there are 2 that came out. It would only be stone and iron in there because that's all I mined. So I just need to make a new small grid connector. Alright. Let's button again. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get this welded up, get it renamed, set up on the action bar again, and get her docked. Which would be, if I could use my mouse right, that would be good. MSM, docking. Alright, so that's good. Then we got that needs to go back on there for switch lock. Oh, I broke off my camera too. That's disappointing. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, let me show off that sweet docking camera. Nope. Did that do right? It says, yeah, I must have done that right. Alright, so when you're placing a camera, good little thing to know. It says camera on the top. It's kind of hard to see because the background color is different, or the same. There, you can see it better that way. And it's got a little light on the bottom left. You always want that light on the bottom left. Oh, which way is the front? That way. Alright. Alright, so get that welded up. Alright. Because the way I usually have them set up for docking from the bottom, you want the camera going toward the front of the ship, because then it'll be pretty well lined up for what you would intuitively think the directions are: left, right, forward, back, up, down. All that should be fairly close. It's a little more tricky when you have a rear connector, but still doable. Let's throw that on here. I'll rename it later. View. Oh yeah. Need to go into first person. It doesn't really line up right. Alright. Oh yeah, my camera's behind, so I need to go with that one. So I try to line up for this little dot, and that'll grab the ship then. And then you hit lock, put your batteries on recharge, turn off your thrusters, and why not turn off the lights as well, and then you are all set to go. Alright, and let's see what our haul was. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's split that up. Put 650. I need a new keyboard. The 0 button is messed up underneath, so it makes a loud clacky noise. First world issues, I guess. Throw 25. Put the cobalt to the back because we got plenty of that for now. And magnesium we don't really need either. Just focus on the stone first, and then the iron, because we'll get a little bit of nickel and silicon from the stone, and that's always a good thing to have. And iron next, because iron is fantastic, and I've been wasting hydrogen that whole time. Let's fill our bottle. I think that's a pretty decent place to call the episode. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you disliked, and hopefully there's less echo this time, because I know that there was echo in the audio in the last episode. Still learning all the OBS and Vegas Pro stuff. I'm definitely not a pro with Vegas Pro. Haha, I'm a punny guy. But yeah. See you all next time, and I'm signing off.